Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Jolene. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Jolene. That's me. Hey guys, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Jolene. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother on CBS. If this is your first time on my channel, please hit that subscribe and also smash that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And also, please give this video a thumbs up. Okay, you guys, so we have a lot of Big Brother things to talk about. Big Brother 22, something that dropped recently that Us Weekly is reporting. But first things first, I want to thank all of you so much. Last night, this morning, sometime in the last 24 hours, I hit over 7K subscribers. I remember when I first started a couple years ago, just covering Big Brother. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing. You guys have been so welcoming and kind to me, and I am just so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a goal of getting to 10,000 subscribers in 2020, so please share me with your friends. And in honor of hitting 7K, I'm like, you know what? I am gonna do a video today. I was gonna take today off and just not do any videos, but I'm like, no, you guys deserve it because you're loyal and you're fun, and I love you. So let's get started. I don't know why I just yelled at you. I'm sorry. That was really aggressive. Let's try this again. So let's get started. Is that little shoulder a shimmy? Okay, it's not gonna work. If you guys haven't seen today, Us Weekly is reporting that they've heard from multiple sources that Big Brother producers are reaching out to former house guests and planning a Big Brother All-Star season. I feel like Ariel on The Little Mermaid. However, you guys, I do know that I don't want to get my hopes up because I have been waiting for a Big Brother All-Star season. The last one and only one we had was BB7, and that was back in 2006. I'm old. Oh my gosh, I didn't even have the same nose. So many things have changed. They must update us with the Big Brother All-Stars. Now, every season, there's rumblings and people are like, it's gonna be an All-Star, it's gonna be an All-Star. Did you hear it's gonna be an All-Stars? Everyone becomes a Big Brother professor. And then every year we all look like idiots because there's not an All-Star season. I'm gonna believe. I'm never gonna not believe because I want another All-Star season. If you guys haven't seen BB7, it was amazing. Now, I've also heard things about what happened behind the scenes of BB7 from people like Evil Dick, whose season was BB8 right after that. And apparently there were some shenanigans that went on and the producers had to rein in these All-Stars and they might have snuck out of the jury house. And maybe they went to Mexico. I don't know. I could just be making things up, but I could have sworn Evil Dick tweeted about this in the past, about how the producers, when he started his season, were talking about how naughty the BB7 All-Star cast was. But however, after the last couple seasons of Big Brother, I think that we loyal fans who have stuck by through bad casting, through racism, through watermelons, through the cult of Paul, we deserve an All-Star season. Now, in this Us Weekly article, they said they talked to multiple sources. Who is it? It's probably like Elena, someone who's like really thirsty from the cast. I saw a very funny tweet that someone sent out and it was like, Elena waiting for her, I'll put it right here so you guys can see, waiting for her call from All-Stars. It's not gonna happen. She was awful. She would have made one of my awful lists. She was really bad. And Mark and his dad's shoes. And oh gosh, I gotta take a break. I just got BB19 memories. Thanks a lot. The article also stated that the house guests they're reaching out to, allegedly, for an All-Star season, a lot of them are saying no due to COVID and being worried about that. And what they're planning on doing is, if we do have an upcoming season of Big Brother 22, which CBS execs have been saying they are going to do, it's just not going to necessarily be in the same time frame as we normally have it. They are going to have the house guests and put them in sequester, have them quarantine for 14 days. I mean, they already sequester them before they go in, but they'll just do the standard quarantine of 14 days to make sure they don't bring COVID in the house. I'm sure there'll be temperatures taken, tests given, things like that. Also, on a positive note, that we will have a Big Brother season maybe before we thought we would, is that I think it was the California governor. Someone posted in my video. Sorry, I don't remember who posted it. He said that Hollywood can start working again soon in June and people can go back to sets and things like that. So that is a really good sign for Big Brother. Now, in honor of this recent news, I decided to put together a list of who I would want to see in All-Star season. Now, you guys, my last list, check it out. I will link it below in the description of this video, was a video of the worst players from seasons 18 to 21. And I picked 2 people from each season. Check it out we had a good time. Now I am going to pick an All-Stars cast. Now back in 2006 when we had BB7 All-Stars, there was about 14 contestants, I believe. Producers picked a couple and then America got to pick the rest. It turned out to be a really great cast. Now since most Big Brother casts are now 16 house guests, I decided to choose 16 house guests for my All-Star season for BB22. You guys, this year is the 20th anniversary of Big Brother, which started in July 2000. This is a great time for them to do an All-Star season. The 20th anniversary of your show is like perfect. I gotta stop singing. Now here are my picks. So of course, some of you are gonna be like, Jolene, you're crazy. What are you talking about? That person sucked. I didn't like that person. They were rude. They were this, they were that. I judged it by two factors: gameplay and entertainment value. So some of these people you might think, but they didn't make it that far. They're not an all-star. This isn't like Survivor Winners at War, you guys. This is, I'm just looking for people who played the game and were entertaining, or who played the game or were entertaining, because we need both of those things. We can't all be, you know, Dan Giesling's. Spoiler alert, he made the list, obviously. I also decided to pick only from season 8 on. Since we've already had an all-star season with picks from season 1 to season 6, I decided let's just do away with them. However, I didn't pick anyone from season 21, because let's be honest, nobody on that season is deserving of an all-star place. No, at least not yet. Maybe we'll give it time and we'll think about it. I feel like the players from 21 that we would want to see again would come back for like a fan favorites or an early evicted season if they ever did a theme like that. You know, if we ever want to see Nicole again, they'd bring her back under a different capacity than an all-star season. But who knows? She's such a fan favorite that you could put her in an all-star cast. But I just ruled out 21 altogether because my last video I talked about them. The PTSD came back. The shower stool, I'd close my eyes and I'd see the shower stool. And I'd close my eyes and I'd see the shower stool. My first pick is Dan Giesling. Obviously, Dan is, in my opinion, the best player to ever play Big Brother. Dan strategically is amazing. Dan is from BB10 and then came back in BB14. He won 10 and then he got really far in 14, but Ian Terry ended up winning that season. Dan's funeral, when I don't believe in things in the world anymore, when I think I'm so low and I can't get up, I think of Dan's funeral. And I think if Dan can have a funeral for himself, come back, and then get one of his biggest allies to put her boyfriend showmance on the block and promise her that he's not going to go home, and then he votes him out, anything is possible. You guys, old Puka Shell sat down there, Shane, like, okay, I guess, you know, it's a little weird. I'm pitting out, but I guess I'll do it. Danielle's like, don't worry. He's not going to get you. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Baby, you're fine. And then, Shane, I'm voting you out. And I was like, it was amazing. Dan was dead in the water, and he had a funeral for himself. I don't think I've seen a greater piece of reality TV maybe in my life. So Dan Giesling, shout out to you. Please come back for our All-Stars. I would love to see if any of these people could be you. And I would also love to see if, now that they've watched you play 2 seasons and know your tricks, if you would be a really early vote out. Something tells me people would fangirl him and want to work with him so they could say they worked with Dan. But if they were smart, they would get together as a house collectively and vote him out. All right, the next All-Star on my list is Dani Donato, Evil Dick's daughter. We first saw Danielle in season 8. And then we saw her again in season 13 when they brought back Danielle. They brought back Evil Dick, but then he had to leave early. They brought back Jeff. They brought back Jordan. They brought back Brenchel. And she ended up meeting her husband that season. I love Dani Donato. She was a beast in competitions. I think she is just fun to watch. You never know what she was going to do. When she came back in 13, she like turned on Jeff and them. And she got the underdogs together to turn on the vets. And it was beautiful. It was great. And she called out Jeff Schroeder. I mean, it was just Dani Donato. I'd love to see her come back. Number 3 on the All-Stars list is, it's obvious, it's Derek Levasseur. I think that's how you say his name. Derek Levasseur from BB16, the undercover detective who came in and just played everybody. Nobody knew what he was doing. Derek's game was so flawless. I think of him as a really great player and a really great winner. He went on to win. He had that tight alliance with Cody, and Cody was dumb enough. I mean, Cody, you're adorable, you're great at soccer, you're way better than your gross brother Paulie. It was probably the biggest mistake you ever made, was taking Derek to final two. But props to you for being loyal, and you probably thought, hey, I got a whole Instagram modeling career. I mean, check out these abs, check out this face. I can just, you know, survive on followers, and I'll let Derek, who he tried, he had some fashion come ups. You know, he started wearing his beanie back a little lower. He came in as a real square guy, and then he started wearing a beanie, and he had like the cool black rim nerd glasses. He was like, I'm cool, right, guys? He lost some LBs. Victoria was crushing on him, and Derek's like, yeah, I'm cool. And they're like, yeah, you're cool, Dad. It's amazing that Derek made it through the whole season and was never a target. He was able to read everyone, obviously, from his job. He was trained to do that, but he really dominated that entire season of BB16, and you'd have to have him back. I would love to see him and Dan Giesling go head to head and watch them just read each other. Like, what do you do? What do you do? They would either have to work together or they would have to separate and go at each other. That sounds kind of interesting. No, stay focused, Jolene. Number 4, a lot of you guys, I know you're going to put in the comments, you're like, ugh, really, Jolene? Really? Number 4 is Rachel Riley. She's entertaining, and she's actually really freaking good at Big Brother. Now, she doesn't have the greatest poker face, and her social game is definitely lacking, but it's gotten better over the years. She was in BB13, BB14. She became Brenchel. She's Rachel from Vegas. Rachel, she talks shit. She was like, floaters, get your life vest, Kristen. I mean, that is an iconic moment in Big Brother history. She won BB14. She worked with Jordan. I have to have Rachel on the list. Some of you, I don't understand why you still don't like Rachel. Sure, she can annoy you, but she's entertaining as hell, and she's good at comps and strategic. I mean, she's really great for reality TV because she's not afraid to look cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Remember her and Brendan met, and in like 2 seconds, they were like, are you an astrophysicist, astronaut? I don't remember what their professions were, but it was something really smart. And he's like, I am? She's like, oh my God, I'm like so horny in my mini dress for you. And he's like, I'm horny in my board shorts for you. And then magic happened, and now they have children, and they're out in the world. And Rachel has since went on to do Amazing Race and a lot of things. So Rachel Riley has to come back. And I want her to come back with her red extensions and just walk around the house telling everyone, floaters, grab a life vest, Kristen. That shit was so funny. Number 5 is BB14 winner Ian Terry. Ian, the precious little nerd who was just, you know, he just had the jitters. And remember Danielle, speaking, I just really didn't like Danielle that season. She was really mean to Ian for no reason. He was just Ian. He was like cute and super smart, and I was so glad he won. And I was so glad Puka Shells went home. And then when Dan made the decision to trick Danielle and vote Puka Shells out, and Ian just walked around the house like, oh my God, oh my God. I felt like all of us were Ian because I just, that energy, he just exploded with energy. He took risks, the quack pack, you guys. Some people don't like the quack pack. I don't mind the quack pack. He also had that epic speech to Mike Boogie when Mike Boogie was voted out, and he's like, I'm the one that turned on you. I learned from the best. Even Mike Boogie showed respect for that move. Took off his Kango hat or whatever weird shit he was wearing at the time. I was just like, he got me. He got me. The 6th house guest I would pick for BB All-Stars this season is Brittany Haynes. Brittany Haynes from BB12 and BB14. She fell victim to the brigade in BB12, and she trusted Lane, and she just got blindsided. And then BB14, she came back as a coach, and then they entered and played in the game, and she tried her damnedest, but still didn't win. I'd love to see Brittany come back and try for a W. I think Brittany is all-star material because she is so entertaining. Her diary sessions are the best. Her impressions of other people. I find Brittany to be such good TV. I want her back. And I think in an all-star season, she might be able to go far. But even if she doesn't, she's going to be interesting to watch. Speaking of interesting to watch, people, number 7 pick for BB All-Stars is Davon Rogers, Mama Day from BB17 and BB18. I love Davon. I'm sure people are gonna go, Davon, she didn't get far her first season or her second season. Bite your tongue. Davon is great television. And I think 3rd time's a charm for Davon. I would want nothing more in my BB viewing experience but to see Davon win the whole damn game. Like Brittany, Da'Vonne arguably has even funnier diary sessions. She's entertaining, she's smart, she's in tune, she reads people well. I would love it. It would mean the world to me. Da'Vonne, if you're listening, please. If they call you, just say yes. Please say yes. We need you, Da'Vonne, okay? These past couple Big Brother seasons, we need you. Number 8 for BB All-Stars this season, I would pick Victor Arroyo from BB18. Yes, Victor! Victor, who was kind of like, yeah, and him and Paul were in a tight alliance, and then secretly he was apparently crushing on Nicole the whole time because now they're like engaged and live in a farmhouse in Michigan, and he cut his hair. Victor, I think this time, knowing what he knows and what he learned from BB18, I think he would play a lot smarter. I think he wouldn't just be all brass, all strength, all competition. I think he might be a little more in tune with the game strategically. Victor, if anything, wins competitions. It's a joy to watch him compete because he does put his heart into it. And now, since he's with Nicole, we'll see what from her little Michigan ways have rubbed off on him. Maybe now he's calling, soda pop, or maybe that's just a Minnesota thing, what we do. I don't know. Some kind of Midwestern things will rub off on him. But I would like to see Victor in a All-Star season. I think he's a powerhouse player. Now, if he does come back to All-Stars, we are going to have to work on volume control because he's one of those. We got a lot of people who shout in the diary room like, "Hey, I'm here! It's Victor! Hey!" Just put closed caption on. When Victor's in the DR, closed caption, okay? Because it's not like he's killing it with the comedic delivery. We're just here to watch him compete and take his shirt off. That's objectifying, Jolene. Naughty. Now I'm taking it back to the old school for this one, all the way back to Dan Giesling's season 10. My number 9 pick is Libra Thompson. Libra, I just rewatched on YouTube Keisha's birthday and the fights that happened and how Libra came for Jesse and how Libra was the entire season. She's super smart. She's so damn entertaining. She's strong. She's all the good stuff. I would love to see another season of Libra. I feel like we got that one season, I wanted more. So I don't know if Big Brother's ever asked her to come back and she just didn't want to. Season 10 is one of my favorite seasons, hands down. And she was so fun to watch. Now, speaking of Libra, my number 10 pick is the birthday girl herself, Keisha Smith. Wouldn't it be great to have Libra and Keisha and Dan? There could be a season 10 powerhouse alliance if they can all work together, which they probably can't. But it would be so fun to see where they are now. Watching Libra and Keisha play together and work together was really great. And again, Keisha's, you guys go back if you haven't or if you forgot, Keisha's birthday, the amount of people fighting, and then Jerry's there. Remember Jerry? Jer. The 75-year-old Marine with the tank tops and the, shorts pulled up to his nipples, and he got mad a lot. He did. He got in a lot of fights. But in Jerry's defense, he could beat any of these new kids coming up because they were always complaining in the past couple of seasons about have-nots and I need my protein and where's my kettlebells and someone named me after a holiday and then a cowboy lifted me up and dropped me and I broke my foot, yet they kept me in the game. For what? I don't know, to annoy the audience and make us have to sit there and watch this evil CrossFit queen play? Still have a lot of feelings about BB19. Jerry was a have-not a bunch of times. If a 75-year-old can be a have-not, if a 75-year-old can eat slop, then you, 23, 24, 34-year-old, can do it. So I would love to see Keisha and Libra come in representing the old school BB. Because remember, their season, there was no bells or whistles or frills. They were just playing the game, and it was amazing to watch. Now, the next 2 All-Stars I picked are actually from BB15. Oh my gosh, what is she thinking? I know, you guys, but I believe that these are good picks. The first one would be Howard Overby. Howie, Candace's shining knight in armor. What? That's not the word, Jolene. I think Howard had so much potential in the Big Brother game. Unfortunately, he got put on a season that was racist. Aaron, talking to you. Remember you, Aaron? Remember how your eyebrows even turned on you at the end? They were like, oh no, we hate her too, you guys. Don't worry. And then she was being interviewed by Julie Chen. And she's like, this is how we talk in Texas. This is how we talk. And her eyebrows were literally trying to leave her racist face. I think Howie would have been a really fun player to watch. He started really strong. He had alliances, the moving company. But then, you know, I feel like he was tested so much in that house personally by the attacks going on that he was really worried when he did his exit interview with Julie Chen about showing his aggressive side. And it sucks that he had to do that. And so he had to temper himself and wasn't even able to express himself. And I would love to give him a chance at All Stars because I think he's a really strong player. And I would love to see how he plays with people that aren't horrible. And my next pick from BB15 is Helen Kim. Duh, Helen was great. Strategically, she was like a political consultant. You know, she had the whole mom alliance with Alyssa. Is that her name? Yes, Rachel Riley's sister. That's how I know her. Rachel Riley's sister or Yoga Butt. That's the only way I remember her. I would love to see Helen come back because Helen had a really strong strategic game. Sometimes, you know, she didn't pick up on everything or she was doing too much and she had too many, you know, balls up in the air. But, you know, she was juggling a little too much. But I'd love to see Helen come back. She was smart. She was good at comps. Hashtag Helen was pushed. You know, we need to see Helen again. We are getting through this list, you guys. My next pick, number 13 for BB22 All-Star season would be Zach Rance. Of course it would be Rancy Pants. We need someone who's going to be entertaining and say weird stuff and try to get in the other contestants' heads a la Dr. Will. I'm not saying Zach is on the same level as a Dr. Will, but he does these manipulative social moves a lot like Dr. Will would do. I loved watching him call people Fruit Loop dinguses. I mean, I loved watching him run around and yell and start things. I mean, I would love to watch Zach again. You know, when we first saw him on the scene, I think he was pretty young, and now I think he's like 30. So let's see a 30-year-old Fruit Loop dingus come back in, and either way, whether he does well or he doesn't do well, he's going to blow stuff up, and he's going to be very entertaining. So I'd like to see a little, wasn't he the Florida guy? I don't know a lot about sports, but there was like alligators, Zach Rance, Rancy Pants, tear it up in your pants, that always to the pants, Jolene, always to the pants. My next pick, number 14, for the BB22 All-Star season would be Vanessa Russo. You can't have a BB All-Star season without one of the best emotional players to ever play this game. Yes, she cried a lot. Sure, she wore a few too many beanies when it's the summertime in Southern California. But you know what? You can cry all you want. Not you. If you're actually playing the game and you're strategic, she's a poker player, she's smart. I went back and watched like the best of Vanessa moves. People put together great videos on YouTube, and thank you for doing that. Compilations of these players. And there's a 3-hour and like 23-minute one just of Vanessa and why she's a queen, and going back and seeing all the moves she made. I mean, she really was playing this game like chess. All of her poker instincts worked so well for her. Now, in the end, she did not win, but she got very far, and it just came to she didn't win the second part of the HOH. And of course, Steve was not going to take her. You know, he was a super fan and saw that, yes, she was manipulating and running the entire house. So if people were actually going to be voting on strategy and not bitter jurors, they would have voted for Vanessa. And the way Shelly was standing up for Vanessa in the jury, and then Austin was being a big baby about it, I think she would have possibly had a chance. So the best case for him was to take Liz to final two, and that's what he did, and he won. But Vanessa's got to come back. She's so good. It was a joy watching her. When she cried, I just kind of muted it. I mean, she did do a little too much big salty tear manipulation, but maybe if she came back, she would realize that, you know, that's what she did last time and people kind of hated on her for it. So maybe there'd be less tears, or maybe there'd be more. I got my beanie. I'm ready for you to come back, Vanessa. I'm ready. Just a nice slouchy beanie in this just frigid 92-degree summer weather. July in Los Angeles. My next pick, you guys, is Dominique Cooper from BB19. Dominique, I liked myself some Dominique. I think she is a robbed queen in this game. She hated on the cult of Paul and Paul before it was cool to hate on the cult of Paul, and then she just fell victim to that cult. Let's bring her back. She saw, remember, she was like, I went in the closet or in the bathroom or something, and she asked God to tell her who the snake is, and we were all at home. I think it was us at home just yelling, it's Paul! It's friendship! Friendship sucks! It's friendship! It totally sucks! Sucks! It's Paul! And then she heard Paul, Paul, Paul. And I would love to see her on a season where they didn't bring back just one vet and then give him a whole bunch of advantages so he could stay, which then made America, who did like him in his former season, turn on him because it was just too much. You can't just shove it down our throat. Granted, Paul did manipulate the shit out of all of them, but if you think about it, he came into the game on a higher little tier. Everyone was just like, really cast a bunch of sheep, and they were just like, hi, are you Paul? It's like really cool to, can I smell your pits? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say it, but can I? Can I just put my face in your beard? Smells like friendship. All right, we're up to my last pick, you guys. And again, I know there's probably some in here that you're like, Jolene, you crazy. But in my head, it makes total sense. I had two people that I was going back and forth with, and here's who they were. First was Ramsey Soto. The next one was Haley Butcher. I think that's how you say their last names, but Ramsey's and Haley. We all know Ramsey's from BB19. He was the super fan that he, you know, teamed up with like Kevin, and he got voted out really early, didn't even make it to jury. But going in, there was a lot of hype around Ramsey's, and I fell for the hype. And I still want to believe that that hype had to do with the fact that he could have played a really good game. But again, he got put on, you know, a shit season. And then next, Haley from BB20. And I would like to see Haley come back because I really liked Haley. You know, she was young, she was smart, she was really good at comps. I would love to see her get revenge for her alliance. What was it? The Beehive, the B6, the Bees don't know, it bees us. Every eviction, it bees us. The bee hitters, the Beehive, the bee butts, the buttholes. So the more I thought about it, out of those two, Haley or Ramsey's, it was just like, I picked Ramsey's. I love a super fan. And that's nothing against Haley. I would just love to see Ramsey's get another shot at this. So there you have it, you guys. We got through it. We did it. That is my list. That is my cast who I would want for BB All-Stars. If there is an All-Star season, this BB22. Let's put it out in the world, put it out in the world. So All-Stars, if any of you who are on this list are watching this video, which I'm sure you are, because what else would you have to do than to watch some random chick you don't know and will never meet who's wearing a purple wig talk about your gameplay on Big Brother? Please say yes. Let's have a fun, healthy dialogue in the comments about who you wish I would have added to this list and who you would include on your list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please share it on your social media with your friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you again for getting me to 7K subs. I think we're at like 7,020 subs. I honestly, when I started doing YouTube, I did not think I could get to this. Who's gonna watch me be a weirdo on the internet? But you guys did that for me. Again, my goal in 2020 is to get to 10K, but I am so grateful for 7,000. Thank you guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope it brought a smile to your face, maybe a chuckle or two, and I will see you on the next video. I'm gonna be making lots of Big Brother list videos and news about Big Brother, because even if we have to wait a long time, it's Big Brother season, and I'm gonna talk about it. Bye, guys.